This is a Hot Pie Original.
You know, the tone and temperature was going to be mellowed out, or it is mellowing out. It's automatically lighter, softer, more conversational. We got some wine or something at the table. All of this follows my, some would say, over-the-top rant about two college basketball players playing in a thong. So it's the timing of this is either really good or really bad. I'm not sure which one. So it's we're going to do some day drinking since that's just what we do. And she's been on the show several times. If you have comments or questions, fire away. We got sparklers, Roman candles, firecrackers, beer bongs, some weed. It's all happening now. The party is on. Daniela de Suda, tell people how they can follow you.
Yeah, so I am on Instagram, Twitter, and I have my own site. All the same, it's Daniela Masters Wine. Okay. So DanielaMastersWine.com, at Daniela Masters Wine.
So with fireworks and sparklers and all that stuff, so there's a Pabst Blue Ribbon 1776 pack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 1,776 beers within it.
Yeah.
I put in an order for one. It's being shipped here, so.
You did not bring, I noticed you did not bring.
Pallet.
Yeah, you don't need a beer bong, or you didn't bring your beer bong.
I didn't bring my beer bong. I didn't bring my shambong. I didn't bring anything to pour these into my mouth. But now I know what you want for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Now those days are over. Thank goodness.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can bring them back.
No, you can try, and it's not going to end well. If you want to, you can try, but I'm not going to last long. And I know this much. You said there's really a thing called a shambong.
There is. Yeah, it's in the shape of a champagne flute, except for the stem is a funnel that leads to your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. We love it, but we hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're fascinated by it, but you just don't. You don't know if you need it, but then you realize you might at 12 a.m. when it's a drunk purchase.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Actually, the Spanish have a really cool thing. Have you ever heard of a porron? Mm-hmm. So porrons they look like a decanter with a spout. And what you do is you pour your wine in, and then you tip the spout over your mouth. Nice. And that stream of wine goes in, and you're supposed to bring the porron back and then bring it towards your mouth. And then if it stays in, like it really is a mark of excellence. Like people compete to see how well they can pour wine into their mouths. I have one, and I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it for you. We're gonna I'm not very good at it, but I've been practicing.
I like that.
I know.
That's tasteful bonging.
I know. I found one.
Intellectual bonging.
I know. Somebody had one for sale, and I was like, I have to have that. And they're like, okay, it was decor.
Is it like is it like the old days? I'm sure you never did this. Losers like me would. Had the Stroh's light and the was it a giant? Is it a big funnel, or is it just a small thing where you just slam some wine fairly quickly?
It's it's a very small spout, and it's. Again, like a decanter, like those bulbous decanter-y looking things, and just a spout that's leading from it, and you just tip it over. And it's a small stream. It's really fun. We're going to do it.
Oh, great. You go.
I'm not a porron salesman.
You do that, and the downloads shoot through the roof.
I know.
I don't want to put that pressure on you, but I'm highly encouraging that now because I think that could be a hit. Me, not so much, but you.
I'm bringing it next time, and we're gonna do it.
That would be. I'll stop there. That.
I know it's a sight to see.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Normally, I'll do it as an icebreaker.
Not to be too serious about drinking. Well, to be serious about drinking wine, you can't slam wine. It doesn't even work, right?
People do. I've seen it. People take shots of wine, especially at festivals. I see that a lot. They're like, "Hey, give me what you got," and then they slam it back, and they do the second thing. I'm telling you, festival etiquette. I was drafting a blog post
Is this in
about
Galveston with some rebel flags flying? And
close. It was in Grapevine, so outside of.
Same
I mean,
thing.
every Texas wine festival, at the very end, people ask for things, and their discernment goes right down. They're like, "I want this." I'm like, "Well, I'm out of it." They're like, "I'll take whatever you got."
Oh, wow.
Slam it back.
Yeah.
Those are the dregs, we call them.
And you get them a pack of cigarettes, too. It's a beef jerky.
It's a starter pack, really.
All right, so what do we've got? Parties? I don't know. I don't.
Well,
but,
the theme was...
I'll just be shooting fireworks with children, but...
Hopefully you'll be drinking wine during it, but the theme was like 4th of July, barbecue, pool party type of thing. I'm actually headed to the pool right after this. Okay. And so I was thinking, well, what do I want to drink when it's 110 and you're chasing the kids? I want to drink Sauvignon Blanc. I want to drink something crisp.
Okay.
And so I brought a French Sauvignon Blanc. Not a huge New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc person when it comes to what we normally think of as New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. I like some expressions. This one's great.
Explain
the difference.
Yeah, explain the difference. Explain the wine itself.
Okay. So Sauvignon Blanc as a variety is actually a parent grape of Cabernet Sauvignon, as the name would suggest. And Sauvignon means it's sauvage. It means wild in Latin.
Okay.
And this grape grows very vigorously. It's very wild, and it also has a high quantity of a compound called pyrazine, which smells and tastes like bell pepper and jalapeno. And in New Zealand, you're going to find a lot more of that. Some people call it cat pee or ammonia type of expression.
Beautiful.
But then it'll be accompanied with beautiful notes of grapefruit and citrus.
So it's not
and
a day of
tropical
drinking
fruit.
cat pee.
No, I mean, I just don't like that overt. Yeah. It's very aggressive to me, but people love it. And they don't really realize they're drinking it. Or that's what it smells like. But then French Sauvignon Blanc has a little bit of green. Like I smell some herbal notes in this one. But it seems to have more peach and pear and a little bit more. Can this be
bonged?
You can bong this, yeah.
This seems like this might be, is that what's going to happen in a couple hours?
I'm going to slam. Oh, yeah. If you follow me to the pool, who knows what's going to happen later. But yeah, it's crushable. Like I want a crushable wine, something that it's not going to warm up in my glass and be disgusting.
Right.
I want this really.
Yeah. But it is going to warm up. I mean, it is.
It will, and hence the ice cube thing that we talked about last time.
Revisit that ice cube thing.
Yeah.
So people that are going to be out and want to have something good. We're not talking about, Mickey's Big Mouth or beer bong again or Coors Light or something. We're talking about wine. If you want to keep it, I find it's a problem almost instantly.
Completely. When it's 100 and whatever.
I mean, it can sit at your table or it could sit at wherever for 5 minutes and ruined.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People ask, what's the best thing to do? And it's, to me, not an ice cube, although if you must, you can. It just waters down the wine.
Yeah.
So I recommend, like I did last week, those little whiskey balls or the
little metal things?
Yeah, like little metal things or the stone things that you put in your freezer. They act like rocks.
Yeah.
And they keep the wine cold. And also you can get refrigerated wine holders too, or insulated wine cups. I think you should do that too.
Really? Like a Yeti cooler type thing?
Yeah. Stick it in your
And it doesn't ruin the taste?
No.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
For both red or white?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Where would one get those? You sell those with the bongs?
I don't sell those personally. Amazon, dude. I mean, I have a corksicle actually in the shape of a wine bottle. Somebody gifted that to me. And the corksicle keeps it cool.
Okay. So the thing you're describing would be, this is a good tip, particularly if somebody drinks a lot of only red like me. I'm sick of it being warm.
Yep.
I'm sick of even going to a wine bar and just feeling like I'm going to be rude. You got to chill this.
Exactly.
So I'm going to bust out my little Yeti thing and just pour it in there. Is that cool or uncool?
At a restaurant?
Yeah.
Well, we talked about this last week. You can ask for an ice bucket. No matter if you're drinking white, red champagne.
I'm going to carry it around wherever.
Yeah, well, you can.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work. Yeah. But they have ice buckets.
By myself. It doesn't matter. Just in the corner. With the
like,
guy with the Yeti.
What's that weird guy doing?
Exactly. He's got a bunch of gear. He's got a cooler. He's got a Yeti.
Yeah, don't talk to him.
Yeah, that's the case.
No, I think you can do whatever you want. Yeah. And I think that people are going to have ice buckets, though.
But being outside over the weekend, throwing a couple of those little metal ice things in, you're good to go.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what are we having here? This is the Sauvignon Blanc?
This is our French Sauvignon Blanc. I only sell French wines, so we're going to probably be drinking a lot of these on the show.
Yeah.
I have a lot of samples at my house. They're all French. And I like drinking French wine in particular. These are all organic or biodynamic, and I feel very strongly about drinking organic wines.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you like it? It's not Chardonnay, so.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how light it is. I mean, I can see how, I could see at a pool party that going okay.
We had a cool question from a listener last week or maybe yesterday. It was, what wine do you pair with vegetables if you're vegetarian?
Okay.
And what I love about Sauvignon Blanc is that you can pair with something like grilled bell pepper because it has that bell peppery note in it, as we talked about. So how cool would it be to mirror that in your wine? Some people don't think about vegetables being in their wine, and rightfully so. You think of fruit first.
Yeah.
But I think that it's cool to have that mirrored, and I think that that wine will be perfect.
Someone who's not vegetarian is going to throw down the cheeseburgers or barbecue or whatever standard 4th of July stuff is. Mm-hmm. Does this work? What do you recommend?
For the cheeseburgers and hot dogs and all of that,
chillable red. Does anybody really do the hot dog thing, or is that?
I don't know. I don't go to those.
You went to Grapevine. That's the same thing.
Yeah, actually.
What is in Grapevine?
They're probably
that is beef jerky. That is beef jerky and cigarettes there.
That's true. Yeah, chillable reds. I think if you're going to do like a light chillable red, Pinot Noir is really great. Beaujolais is a great idea. There's a bunch of lighter reds that you can go and find. Rosé. We drank a rosé. Stop snarling at my recommendations.
No, they're great.
Just because they're not red and bold and heavy.
If it just doesn't... Yeah.
I know.
I'm so used to one thing hitting my mouth,
I know, but now we're expanding your horizons.
I know.
We're making you... If you notice, I haven't brought you a big, bold red yet.
I know.
I'm holding out on you.
No, because I had 6 glasses of it last night. Don't do it. I've already got that taste permanently there, so I don't need it. I'm
cleansing you.
Yeah, exactly. I need a detox. Lighter reds work outside too? Or sort of outside? I mean,
I think so. Also, I'm going to defer back to my earlier statement, which was drink whatever the hell you want to drink. Don't let me tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff, if you want a big, bold, heavy red and it's 100 degrees, don't let me stop you.
You want to dehydrate and cramp up at 5 in the afternoon?
That's all you.
Yeah,
that is your decision.
I know. No, I know. But most people aren't. Most people are not like me. They're open to the idea of trying some of this, especially if you're outside. I mean, you don't drink Sprite all day. You want something tasteful, right?
Yeah, and I found most people want to defer back to the sommelier told me that was the right thing to do. And I'm happy to provide that.
Yeah.
Like, please reach out to me. Please ask.
So somebody's extra cool at the pool today if they say, wow, that's good. Daniela told me.
Daniela told that wine girl that I heard told me. Yeah, happy to do it. And please don't apologize. I've heard a lot of, we talked about apology culture last time in wine. Right. Like, I'm so sorry, I don't know. When I say, hey, I'm in the wine business, they're like, oh my God, I know nothing about wine, but that's really cool. And panic.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm so chill. I'll drink that Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No, you won't.
I will. I actually like PBR in a shot. There's some bars that that sell this. I am so down. I am that type of girl too.
So
I will slam that back, no
Jeff,
problem.
Let's slide this to the side. Let's go ahead and have some PBR right now.
I would do it right now.
Wow.
Because
play some Molly Hatchet or some Thin Lizzy or Leonard Skinner to let's have some PBR.
Yeah, I've made it my life's purpose to memorize everything or most things about wine and spirits, right?
Yeah.
Feeling good about that category. Beer, do I want to learn a lot about beer? No, beer is my cheap drink. Beer is what I'm drinking when I'm like, I don't want to think about it, or I'm on a budget or whatever. I'm slamming beer.
Okay. What is this, so people that are buying multiple bottles, what does this bottle cost? What are we having here?
This is a really cool producer, actually. Okay. This is Domaine de Bichot, and this is...
So somebody getting exactly this Sauvignon Blanc, which is exactly what you described, is going to be out of... I mean, I know people are constantly thinking everything is expensive. So what kind of price range are we talking about to get something pretty good and light like this?
Well, this is organic, so it's going to cost more. It's about $40. But if you wanted something... like Sauvignon Blanc, you can find a cheaper French Sauvignon Blanc for sure for 20-ish.
Where would someone find organic wines, and how would they know?
Organic wines.
And does it not to be disrespectful? And why does it matter?
I like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna tackle the why does it matter.
You're saying not to be disrespectful, or you like the question.
I agree. Why does it matter? I have a very strong stance on this, and I don't care if people are pissed off about this. So I'm just going to say it. Less than 5% of the world's vineyards are farmed organically or sustainably.
Okay.
That's ridiculously low for a product that is not feeding the world.
Yeah.
It is a luxury product, and we're spraying pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. We're polluting our water systems, we're polluting the soil, and for what? To get a buzz, and I think that's just ridiculous.
Well, I feel terrible.
No. It's not to shame anybody.
No, I think
just
that people.
it's awareness, and I also think, how about what you're putting into your body? There's traces of Roundup that end up in your system if you're drinking conventionally farmed wine sometimes. I mean, where does the spray go? There's got to be a little bit that makes it into your body.
Right.
The same thing with food and et cetera. That's why there's such a large organic movement. People are focusing on their health. Great. I just think also there was a study done that organic and biodynamic, which biodynamic is just a step above organic, it's sort of a more holistic approach, they actually score higher on various wine publications than conventionally.
No, I think for people who like that speech, just want to know, how do I do that? I mean, you know how to find it.
I sell them exclusively. Okay.
So somebody should reach out to you to get a little bit of a prompter, a prompt on how to find exactly what you just said. Because I think there's a legitimate market. I think just people are ignorant to the idea of everything you just said.
I ship directly to consumer, so I actually don't go through restaurants or retailers, and that's a really fun thing to be able to send that to people and create a club out of that. And also, there's so many Whole Foods, Central Market, they have organic sections now. That's awesome.
If you lined up, I don't know how many different options there are, but if you lined up organic wines versus the other, how many people, even people that think they know wine, could tell the difference?
Probably none.
All right.
Honestly, we say that they taste better, but some winemakers switched over to organics or biodynamics because they did a side-by-side taste test of organic versus conventional farming and loved the organic so much more. So some people say they can tell the difference. I think a regular untrained palate might just be like, okay, it's wine, it's great. I just think it's more of a social duty or to pick that.
No, I mean, I think people that would say, if I could go one way or the other, I'm not going to sacrifice taste or price, why wouldn't I?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. You're going to pay a little bit more for sure, but you're also doing a service to small growers.
Yeah.
Can really large growers farm organically, biodynamically? They're not large. They're not massive bulk wine industries. So you are actually supporting the little guys too, and that's really, my portfolio is centered around smaller producers, and I really like that.
Yeah. Okay. So John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce, now in all 50 states and several retail outlets as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to let this social media rock star chef walk us through 4 different sauces, and then I'll taste, and we'll tell everyone why they should buy. You can give the science behind these, and then I'll make the simple recommendation. Go to atxhotsauce.com. All right,
I don't think anybody's heard the website.
Yeah, I know.
About you, Jeff, but it is atxhotsauce.com.
I'll say
I got that one right.
45 times, atxhotsauce.com. So let's do it.
I brought 4 flavors here, and we're going to test your palate today.
Okay.
And I only brought 4 because I didn't think you could handle 5 or 6.
Yes,
probably a smart move. Yeah. And so the first one we're going to try here, it's called Beet Heat. And just like the name implies, it has beets in it. It's made with red Fresno peppers. Red Fresnos are red peppers that are they're hotter than a jalapeno and a little bit less than a serrano. So not super hot here, just a lot of really good flavor. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move up the chain.
Okay. I've had the Beet Heat, but okay.
Yeah, we're going to try it though.
It goes well with a cab. All right, Jeff's savoring Beet Heat.
I'll even do it with you, so that should be all right. Now remember, it is hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's hot sauce. Trust me, man.
Wait, is that one hot to you?
No. A little.
Yeah. The great thing with the fermentation process is you get a bunch of the flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then the heat comes, but then it dissipates pretty quickly, especially with the red Fresnos. You know, this is not a very spicy one, but it is a very tasty one. Goes on great on sandwiches.
Beet Heat.
Beet Heat. B-E-E-T. Heat.
All right. Go to atxhotsauce.com.
That's right.
You're still shrugging. You're going to like it even more. Keep
I know.
keep drinking
it is. I will say this. That is easy to drink.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's 3 glasses, and before you even cannonball in the pool.
For sure.
4 glasses, and you're cannonball in the pool. But it would be easy to pull off, right?
And that's what I want.
Yeah. Oh, you want 5 glasses today?
It might head that way. I'm starting, what is it, 10:43? I'm starting early today.
Good for you.
And
good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is what I want.
This is, yeah, it's pretty refreshing.
Thanks.
Yeah. You did well. I mean, I don't want to admit it, but you did well, and you know what you're talking about. What about other? I'm guilty of this too, except when I'm in Vegas. What about other? Like, what else do you? If somebody says, I'm not a wine drinker, I like some mixed drinks of some kind, or some alcohol of some kind that's not PBR. We'll do the PBR thing in a few minutes. So you're going to beer bong, but other alcohol. What do you recommend? Outside.
In terms of spirits?
Yeah, spirits. Sorry.
I mean, seasonally.
Yeah.
Vodka or gin.
Okay.
Big gin drinker right now.
Same here.
You are?
Yeah.
We agree on something.
Yeah, we do, but
don't sound so excited.
Well, I'm very cautious in my yes.
Why are you cautious?
Well, I only drink gin. How do I put this? It's sort of like I only smoke cigars when I gamble.
Yeah.
Which is a problem by itself, so we have to
Right.
rein that in. And I only drink gin when I gamble.
Gamble too?
Yeah.
It's only centered around gambling.
Pretty
What
much,
is
yeah.
it? Is there something about gin that makes you feel like
do
you're?
we have to do like we have to pull the curtain back so much?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm intrigued now.
I'm a huge Frank Sinatra fan.
Okay. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Rat Pack fan.
Okay.
And I'm a huge old school Vegas fan.
Okay.
And I like my Sinatra, my gin, and my gambling.
Yep.
Not too often. I have children, so I'm not ruining Christmas, but I have some vices, and I sort of put them all into one place at one time.
Nice. So you kind of create a vibe around.
Yeah. So
the Vegas vibe.
try. I don't have it. It's funny. I don't have a taste for it. I need to expand my palate. I don't have a taste. I wish I knew more about gin. I really do. I say that. I'll be there in about 5 or 6 days. And I always say when I'm sitting at the bar, his family's bar, by the way, which is a fantastic place. I was even there for his 100th birthday.
You are a fan.
Oh, yeah, I'm a nerd. I always say I wish I knew more about gin because I love gin, and I wish I knew more. There.
It's really great because gin, there's not a whole lot. It's not like wine. There's not an enormous amount to know. You can distill it in various areas, but I love gin for the reason where you can, it's not like vodka where it's tasteless and you mix it with whatever.
Right.
You can have different botanicals adding various aromas and flavors. And yeah, I fell in love with gin in Scotland. Actually, they drink more gin, or in Spain rather.
Okay,
Spain actually drinks more gin than any other country in the EU. I had no idea. Spanish gin and tonic is a massive thing, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you some gin then because I have a Norwegian gin.
I'm gonna fall off the wagon. Next thing you know, we're gonna be in the corner in a craps game going on, smoking some cigarettes. Like, it's, you don't understand. It's like putting a crack pipe to my face almost. I'm terrified of it.
Then I'm even more incentivized.
Yeah, I know you are. But when I'm away from that environment, I've got kids, I run all the time, and so I don't have the taste for it. I'm drinking water and taking care of myself and all that, but that's that moment when I think, man, I want to get back into this stuff, and it never fails. I'll be sitting there, it could be late at night, could be a little down on my luck maybe not. I think, man, I wish I knew more about gin because it is freaking good.
Well, here's what you could do. You could print out
my thing.
Print out like a little study pamphlet on the way to Vegas. So you're away from your kids.
That's cool. Pamphlet.
I know, it's really nerdy.
You tell the bartender, hang on, I've got a sheet here.
No, I'm saying on the plane, you're studying it away from everybody, and then when you get there, you're like, I'll take whatever you've just studied.
So help us all on the spectrum of gin, and then gin as it pertains to being, as we said, a replacement for some of this stuff outside. If any of that made sense.
It didn't. What's your question?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I think gin, you can either put it in a martini.
Yes. Yeah. It's my thing.
And you're really tasting the botanicals. So in that case, pick a better gin. It's like if you don't want something shitty and you're tasting and it's very harsh. So pick a top shelf gin if you're doing a martini.
Okay.
If you are doing a gin cocktail and it's filled with juices and it's going to obscure the flavors of the gin, then I wouldn't go so nice. Maybe some bartenders will be after me about this, but to me, it's like putting top shelf tequila in a frozen margarita. Why? You just don't do it. There's no use. You're not going to taste it. Or champagne in a mimosa.
Okay.
But I think if you
I think a man should drink
focus
martinis.
on, I think so too. I think I'm not. I think
I
everyone should
that
drink
was offensive,
martinis.
But okay, everyone should drink it. But I mean, it's time to put on a coat and tie and have a martini. And grow up a little bit.
I'm also gonna plug citrus-focused gin drinks.
Okay.
Something with a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice, maybe some more mint or other herbs.
Okay.
A little bit of lemonade. Oh man, it's so good. I know.
Man.
I know.
Where's your stash?
Thinking about the signature cocktail
I know.
for my wedding, and I think it's gonna be a really sweet gin drink. Gonna be good.
The Danny Ocean is what they call it, his family's place.
Oh, the Frank
drink,
Sinatra?
Yeah. They have a drink called the Danny Ocean.
Oh, and that's your go-to?
Kind of early in the night, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then later in the night, it's martinis only?
Later I'm curled up in a ball in the corner, like scratching for
down
a few
thousands
pennies.
of dollars.
Exactly. I'm looking for a place to stay. And, life's not so great, but yeah, it's because in the original Ocean's 11, his character was Danny Ocean. Blah blah. Yeah, kind of cheesy. I know.
Okay, got it.
It's not quite a flaming Dr. Pepper or something, but it's.
I'm learning a lot about you, so this is really exciting
it's unhealthy.
to me.
It's not healthy.
Okay, so that's your vice drink.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to think of what my vice drink is. Oh, anything rum.
Well, you've already said
rum-based.
PBR and a bong and some cigarettes.
That's not my vice. Actually, tequila shot I'll go for when I'm feeling like there's something big going on. I just want to take a tequila shot. I'm like, okay, this is how
you're
this
freaking
is
out about getting married.
Catapult.
Is that what that's about?
Actually, before he
You
proposed,
want me to tell you about that too?
before he proposed, he gave me a tequila shot.
I won't warn you.
No, tequila shots are actually our thing. Whenever there's a big life event, we take a tequila shot together. So I really like that. And then I think anything rum based. So painkillers. Have you had those?
Oh,
painkillers are the best. So, fun fact: rum was the first thing I ever got drunk on, and so that taste is just so nostalgic to me. I love it so much, particularly when mixed with, coconut milk.
Oh, nice.
And orange juice and
then,
nutmeg and
then
all
the,
that.
Then the cigarettes and beef jerky, and the night's on, right? It's on. It is on. It is.
I'm not going to tell you what I do after that, but it's probably centered around.
Okay, but gin. So go top shelf on gin. Top shelf defined how, please?
You want a price?
I don't know.
Just inherently higher quality.
You tell a bartender top shelf, it's their best stuff, correct?
Yeah, but be careful about that because
Yeah.
I've done
See,
that, and
I
then
know,
I'm like, oh, I just
know.
paid $50 for my martini.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But when it's just a martini, but once you've sort of dirtied the gin up, it doesn't matter so much.
With juices and
Yeah.
things that convolute
Yeah.
it, yes, in my opinion, that is the case.
Do you have a recommendation of gin drinks over the hot weekend?
Yeah. Gin and juice.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. All
Did you
these credentials, and that's what you just told me.
I'm a wine
told me
person, and
PBR
you're having me talk
and gin
about
and juice.
You're having me talk about beer and.
I know. Sorry.
No, as I said, there's citrus-based gin drinks.
Yeah.
I really, really like. I think they're awesome, and I think that you can basically start experimenting with anything, particularly like lemon. As I said, lemonade and botanicals, and I don't know. I think.
But you recommend for this weekend that is a
Sauvignon Blanc,
from
France.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my lane. This is
know.
my wine lane.
I know.
You've got me panicking, hopping over to the
No.
spirits lane.
That was my issues. Don't. We didn't need to veer off the path. Get into my issues. You can't help that. It's not your problem. I tried to dump it on you, the whole gambling thing. And,
No, I liked it.
No.
I like learning more.
No.
We talked about our vices. We're getting
Yeah.
pretty deep. This is.
Yeah, that one's no good. Yeah, don't. I don't wish that on anyone. But why? Everyone sees New Zealand wines, though. Tell me why to steer clear.
I don't want people to steer clear on New Zealand wines.
Okay.
I was just saying it's not my personal preference. It's 99% of the world's personal preference, though.
Yeah.
People like New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc because it's very overtly aromatic and
Right.
beautiful.
Right.
Go for it. Everyone should like what they like.
Okay, so the next time you come here, because this is all the audience is going to care about and be fixated on, you're going to do this wine thing and make some recommendations. Then we're going to get 6 PBRs.
And slam them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll stand on the
wanna-
table.
I wanna do the
We will
Poron
play
thing,
some
though.
Leonard Skinner. You're too young for Leonard Skinner to even. We'll play some sort of redneck rock.
Okay.
Okay? Whatever the most redneck rock you can think is.
Okay.
I'll be shirtless and I'll stand on the table.
Okay.
And I'll hold the bong up and you'll do it.
Okay. Can I wear a ripped t-shirt?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was going to suggest it, but I want you to punch me in the face. But yes.
No, I've got it.
Yes.
I got it. I'm going to tease my hair a little. It's going to be wild. Either that or we do Spanish Day and I bring a porron and we
I'll
still
do
stand
that.
on the table and we have to take turns
We have a deal.
putting the porron.
I'll go back to the frat house and say, hey, where's the beer bong legacy here? Give me one. And I'll bring that over. You'll do the beer, and then I'll do the Spanish wine.
Okay, love it.
And
we also
Johnny,
answer?
can you play some Molly Hatchet? Maybe get some Molly Hatchet going for Daniela. She, of course, would never know this music, but it's like if you ever go to Galveston and your ripped T-shirt and some PBRs and an El Camino.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
You know,
I've spent time.
Okay, you spent some time
in Texas beach towns.
There you go.
Where you could still smoke indoors. That's definitely something I've done.
It's encouraged.
I think that I should slam this wine and then answer audience questions too, because then you're going to get an uncensored view of my perspectives. Yeah.
You'll get questions if you show up in that ripped T-shirt and you're doing that bonging, and we play some Molly Hatchet for you. You'll get.
I'll be Daniela unfiltered. You're gonna have to be like, okay, she can never come back. Actually, after this.
No. You're gonna be invited back off. The audience will. That's all they'll care about. That's all they'll care about.
And then I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to block off Friday as a lost day every single week. Right. Like, God, I've got to slam these beers and then go back to work.
Your soon-to-be husband is gonna say you're leaving the house dressed like what?
Yeah. What are you wearing?
Why are you wearing that? Why are you wearing that Molly Hatchet shirt?
You're on a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, people are filming you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, but this is. Are you tricking me?
What am I tricking?
About this wine?
That it's a Chardonnay?
Yeah.
I thought about doing that today, and I didn't. It's actually Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, you can look it up. It says on the back label, 100% Sauvignon Blanc.
If I've ever had a horrible moment, I mean a horrible, ridiculous, pathetic moment, I'm penniless, and I need some alcohol. I'm basically drinking cough syrup at this time, and I had some Chardonnay. It tastes like a stick of butter. Tastes like someone just melted some butter. I'm in a bad movie theater, and that's it.
You're drinking the wrong Chardonnay.
I'm not drinking
all of my Chardonnays do not taste like that. Guaranteed. I'll put a stamp on it.
I'm sure you're right. I'm just saying that is my one-off on Chardonnay, and my gosh, it was horrific. Sorry.
No, Gin and Juice is now playing in the background, so I'm actually really excited. You are correct in saying that some Chardonnays taste like that. However, you're incorrect in then associating all Chardonnays with that style.
Right. Okay.
I got you. We're gonna expand.
No. I'll sit in the corner and you can talk to the audience about Chardonnays, and you can clarify it. I'm sure you're going to be right. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of women and some men that are going to enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, and I will gladly say I'm out. I'm not going to get in the way. You guys enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Okay, tell people how to follow you and how to send you questions, and ask about the ripped T-shirt.
Okay. So I am on
I'm kidding
Instagram.
On that. Don't do that, you morons. Please, leave her alone.
Still no dick pics, so I'm actually really in good shape
give my
here.
audience
Your audience is so respectful.
Yeah, we have high standards.
I'm really pretty happy.
Did that just happen?
My Instagram, everybody, is Daniela Masters Wine. That's Daniela with one L. And my website's www.danielamasterswine.com. Twitter is the same, Daniela Masters Wine. I am an open book. You can follow for wine advice and information. And if you want organic and biodynamic wines, you also know that I am the wizard.
Okay.
I can provide.
All right. Well, we got a date set up some morning on this show. You've got Daniela beer bonging and ripped clothes. Jeff doing.
Is this really happening?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not. Hey, look.
Gotta set aside my.
We're in the impressions business, so sometimes it's whatever it takes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just block off 7 hours out of your day.
Okay.
And get ready for a nap.
Okay.
And that date is on. I'm going to do the Spanish thing where you shoot it into my veins or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm bringing that.
All right.
A device.
A date set.